And shredders have changed, morphed, and become much, much better over the span of the last few years. And Royal Business Machines has been the leader in the technology. I had an opportunity, we're going back just a couple days ago, to launch a brand new shredder. We had not seen a shredder for, Craig, what, 5 years?
I don't think it's been that long. We've had it periodically. We haven't had one as powerful as this one in a long time, though.
This thing's a beast.
It is.
If you've got papers that have staples, don't worry about it. If you want to shred up a credit card, it'll eat it like it's candy. Hey, wait, that was mine.
Sorry.
This is a really impressive piece of equipment at a price of $129 and change. What we did notice, and I want to introduce you to Craig Smith, he's one of our high-tech experts here at QVC, is we went from these industrial pieces of equipment to little home units that were almost toys, and then people didn't rely on them. The first shredders did what was called a strip cut. But when this wound up in a trash can, thieves would literally piece it back together like a puzzle, and they had all the information that they needed. So then we got into something called cross-cutting, and that was a little bit better step. But now there's something called micro-cutting, where it just obliterates anything you put through here.
I think of this as the real world, hard actual antivirus that we have on our computers.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Because nobody ever goes online or opens up their emails on their PCs without some type of antivirus.
Yep.
This is now antivirus for everything else that you get in your life. And there's so many documents we're dealing with, Dan,
We're
nowadays.
still a hard paper world.
We get these things in the mail every day.
Yep.
Has your credit card information in here. You have maybe your personal information from your address, your social security numbers. And most people do what I just did. They simply tear it in half and throw it in the trash can. That does not protect your identity. What Royal does with this cross-cut or micro-cut shredder, this gives you the ability to obliterate all of those pieces of information, blast them into oblivion, and the 7-gallon container we have right here, Dan, you got plenty of shredding to go day after day.
It used to be, with the old shredder that I had, if I got a piece of mail, can I shred this?
Yeah, shred it in there.
Okay, I would have to literally open it, shred the envelope, and start shredding individual pages.
You can put that whole thing in there right now.
When you get mail like this, up to 12 pages at a time, just stuff it in there and let this thing eat. This beast loves to be fed. We've got it on Easy Pay with 4 different payments. By the way, when you and I first started introducing Royal Shredders, they magically came in one color.
Black.
If it's going to
Black
sit,
or dark gray, that was about it.
And you and I, by the way, already, we had several of these colors sell out and get very, very limited. We've got...
This is the green.
The green up on the top. The green, by the way, is already extremely popular. There's less than 150 of the green to go around. In basic black, we've got that if that's what you want. But the red was the most popular color when we introduced it. And we've got 50 of those. In the gold, we've got less than 200. And then in the new bronze color, we've got or copper, we've got like 75. So why not, if you're going to have something that you're going to use all the time, why not make it attractive?
Well, because we're getting that stuff all the time, too. Think about your mailbox. Every day you're opening up mail. I love it. With my daughters 7 and 10, they get excited when they get mail. I get the mail and I go, oh, here's another bill. Here's another medical
That's
form.
the difference between an adult and a child. That
Exactly.
is true. When you're a kid, you get anything in the mail.
But you have all those forms, you have all those credit card offers, those checks you never asked for, they're sending them to you anyway, and most of us just do this simple tear it in half and throw it in the trash can and forget about it. If you truly want to protect all of that information, and I deal with it every day with the forms for swimming, for gymnastics, for softball, for school, for the after-school program.
And that's just what he does.
Yes. That's just my birthday.
You should see him in tights.
I do a lot of gymnastics.
Yes. Let's also talk about some of the wonderful upgrades. And it's hard to see, but up here is a USB charging port. Also a great place to be able to put your phone or your tablet, because this is going to be plugged into a regular wall outlet. Why not draw power so that you have one additional place to charge your portable electronics with?
Sure.
And it becomes the go-to piece. That's a 7-gallon bin. That's a big trash can here in the front. So you don't have to empty it every day, every week. But when you do empty it, by the way, it becomes great packing material If you're selling something on eBay, you got to pack it in something,
Or
right?
if the Flyers win the Stanley Cup this year, you got confetti.
Is that a good chance? You think that could happen?
I'm saying that because Tommy's running one of our cameras over here,
Yes.
and Tommy knows the Flyers don't have a chance of making the playoffs right now.
Oh,
But,
so you're
yeah.
making.
I'm giving Tommy a hard time this morning.
Tommy's actually bigger than you.
He is bigger than me.
Do you know what I call Tommy? Sir.
Yes, nice job.
Yes.
But yeah, just look at how we're blasting through here. Again, this is the MC1205. So the 12 stands for the number of pieces of paper it'll actually take at a time.
With, by the way, things like staples. Got a little staple back here. Watch, the staple doesn't even stop it at all.
Blasts right through. Staples aren't a problem. Credit cards are not a problem. Just take the piece of paper and shove it in there. It just blasts through everything.
That, to me, is amazing. That's a credit card.
Yes.
Not a word.
And it automatically turns itself on and off as well. So all you have to do is leave it plugged in. I keep mine under my desk. That's why the nice thing, it has the caster wheels on the bottom as well. So I simply roll it on out when I have to shred, roll it back when I'm done. And with that USB charger on the top there, it'll charge tablets and phones as well.
Now, another factor, there's new type of technology in this. And I don't, this would probably not be for the normal individual, but if you've been recently indicted and you're... You're really...
Is that who we're looking for today, Dan?
Not necessarily. But if you're shredding a whole bunch of paper at one time, the thermal protection actually does turn the unit off so you don't have to worry about it overheating. So
yeah, sure. And this is for home use out there. You're in that small business out of
strangely
your
enough,
house.
we just saw a spike in the call rate.
Yes. From indicted individuals.
Just
Nice.
kidding. My boss just said something. I missed it. What did you say, Stan? Oh. Let's color update. On the green. It's right here.
Okay.
There's 100 to remain, and that's it. And by the way, it's going to take us a while to get it back in here. Here's the black. There's fewer than 200 in the black. The red that was so popular when you and I launched this, there's 24 remaining.
That's not many.
In the gold color, there's fewer than 200. And in that new copper, there's only 24 as well. And we lost a couple colors in the first time that you and I were on the air.
We did. And this is only the second time we've had this one on together, too.
According to the IRS, you do need to hang on to your tax papers for 7 years. But after that date, you should get rid of them. So here's the fastest, easiest way to do it. By the way, we have a company, and you may have worked with them in the past, that will actually come to your home with like a box truck and shred all your papers. It's expensive.
It is. And it's the hassle. A lot of townships do it as well, where you got to take your stuff over to wherever they're going to have their shredding events. I mean, those things are great, but if you have the shredder at home, now you can shred as the days go by.
The idea is to keep on top of it so you don't get behind in it. We've got Easy Pay on this, so we've got an opportunity to put it out on a series of payments. It's a $129 price tag. There were a lot of toys out there in the shredder industry. This thing is truly a business beast. It eats through anything.
It does.
Going with fishies?
There go the fishies.
There you go.
Flapping away.
Thanks, bud.
Good to see you, Dan.
Coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to take a look at a wonderful Today's Special Value, and then we'll be talking to Plow and Hearth with something that's new. Rachel?
Okay, I can't even tell you how excited I am to present this because honestly, a beautiful ring is so fun to have on your finger, right? You're like, oh, look at my, all day long. And Judith Ripka has us so covered today. We are celebrating 20 years with Judith Ripka and QVC today, and she's bringing us inspired directly from her couture collection, the Olivia. Now this, in the couture version, 18 karat gold, diamonds, and a price tag of $13,000. You get all of her know-how, all of her beauty with diamonique and sterling silver and gold clad for under $80. It's our best find of the day. Oh, and you know what? A lot of ring fingers are going to be seeing this ring because over 4,000 of these have been spoken for already since midnight. And it's not the price tag, it is the quality.